Okay, guys. Now, are you able to see my screen, right? Please confirm. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we discussed, right? What is testing? Can anyone? What is testing, guys? Can anyone? Testing means what? Anyone? What is testing? So yesterday we
In a
discussed, right?
software
What is
identity,
testing? Yeah, go ahead.
uh, in a
To check.
software, identify correctness, completeness, quality of development computer software.
Okay, good, good. So you can tell as you like. Okay. So correctness, completeness, that's good. So we can simply say that we can what is testing means we can check that whether the application is working, whether the application is working according to the client requirements or not. I need to test. Now you are a client, you need to have some application, right? The same application is developed by the software team, like development team. Once the development team is done your application, then it will come to the testing part. So as a tester, what I need to do, I need to test that application whether it is working according to the client requirements or not. They will provide you requirement document. Without requirement document, we cannot test, right? I don't know how to what is the output and all the things, right? So they will provide you requirement document. So always remember the simply you can simply only one line answer you need to tell that what is testing. Testing is nothing but to check whether the application is working according to the client requirements or not. Okay. What is positive testing and what is negative testing? Anybody? Yesterday we discussed what is positive testing and what is negative testing. Every day I will ask the question, guys. Every day I will ask the question to you. So
Positive
the
testing means you
Mhm.
have to give the valid information. Negative testing means you have to give unvalid information to check is correctly working or not.
Absolutely good. So every day, sorry, that's true. That's true. So positive testing means we need to give the valid one. Like example in interview they will ask you, can you give me any examples of login for a positive testing? Like how you will test? Like can you explain how you will test your login screen? So might be they will ask you how you will test in the login screen. So you need to answer like yes. I can test that like login screen like I'm giving the valid user ID and valid password, and I'm clicking the login button, check whether the page is navigating the respective page or not. And also I will try with invalid user ID, valid password. I will try that one. So you are giving one is invalid and one is valid. Again, there is a lot of combination will be there. Valid, invalid, both are invalid, and one is valid and second one is invalid. So you need to test like that. Okay, but positive testing is always very very important. Like example, the phone number you need to give the 10-digit number. It should be a numerical number. Okay, what is negative testing invalid? I'm not giving numerical numbers. Now I'm giving what alphabetic numbers. Like alphabetics I'm giving. Like alphabetic characters I'm giving. Even though it is taking me, that is a bug. No need to ask whether it is bug or not. Because in the phone number it should not allow the alphabetics. But in this case it is allowing. So it's a bug. So positive testing and negative testing. Okay. Good. What is quality? Quality, how you define the quality? Every so for what purpose we are doing the testing? Yesterday we discussed for what purpose we are doing the testing, for a quality purpose. So what is quality? How you define the quality? To justification of all the requirements. What are the given the requirement? If you cover all the requirements, definitely 100% you will get what quality product. Quality is defined as the justification of all the requirements of the customer given in the application. What are the, they will give you requirements. Don't worry guys, our job is very easy. They will provide the requirements. Based on the requirements we need to test the application is working as per the given requirements or not. As per the given as per the given requirements they will provide the requirements. Okay. Uh, and also you need to check the quality. Quality is very very important. We are SQA. SQA is nothing but software quality assurance. Okay, we will discuss what is verification and what is validation. Okay, so yesterday we discussed all the things. Today is very important session. What are the testing types? Okay, so you can tell like that to assure, to make sure that whether the application is working according to the as per the given requirements or not. So what is the challenging thing in the testing? What is the challenging thing in the testing? To understanding the requirements. If you understand the requirements, your job is easy. If you are not able to understand the requirements, then it is very difficult to test the application. Any application, go with any application. First of all, you need to understand the requirement. Most of the people, what they will do, they will never see the mails, they never read the requirements, they immediately jump to the testing. They don't know what they need to do, and they don't know where I need to start, they don't know where they need to end, because they're not following the requirement document. Most of the where the students is lacking to understanding, they are not properly understanding the requirement. Otherwise our job is very easy, we can enjoy like anything, because very easy one, they will provide the requirement document. First thing is what you need to understand the requirements, not immediately. Most of the people are immediately they will jump to the testing. They don't know where they need to start, they don't know where they need to end, they don't know how to test the application, because they're not following the process. First, process is very important, and understanding the requirement is very important. In interview, the first question they won't ask what is testing, they won't ask what is positive testing and what is negative testing. They won't ask these questions. Can you please explain your process? If you're going in experience level, they will ask you, can you explain your process? Like what is your roles and responsibilities? So they will ask you, what is your roles and responsibility? Can you please tell your roles and responsibilities? Most of the people are lacking here. They're not prepared. Tell me about yourself. The first interview question is what? Your first interview question is what? Can you please introduce yourself and tell me about yourself? Like tell me about your roles and responsibility. Go for any company. The first question of your interview. Can you please introduce yourself and tell me about can you explain you what is your roles and responsibility? If you are going with experience level, they will ask you, can you explain your roles and responsibilities process? So understanding the requirement, identify the test scenarios, based on the test scenarios, writing the test cases. Once I executed the test cases, while executing the test cases, if I find the issue, I will report it to the developer. So you need to explain like this. Then definitely they will thought you have a good experience. Most of the people asking me, can you give me interview questions? You want interview questions? There are lakhs of questions will be there, but what is the use of that one? You are not telling what the first question only, you are not able to answer it in the interview. So prepare well the first question, like can you tell me about yourself and roles and responsibilities. So don't worry, we will discuss later. Okay, we will discuss how we can attend the interviews and what kind of questions will come, we will discuss. Okay. So the what is software testing? To assure that whether the application is working as per the given requirements or not. And more, this point is very important, guys. See, remember, the software testing is a process of verification whether the project will be acceptable to the end user or not. End user should accept your application. If end user is rejected, means your project is failed. Project means what? Is a software or any product or anything. Okay, but remember, keep on mind only one point. End user should accept it at the end of the time, at the end of the thing. End user should accept it. In case the end user is rejected, means then your software is failed. So that is what we discuss: reliability, user friendly. So always you need to check your application should be like user friendly, more reliable. Reliable means more. Reliability means what? User friendly. Make sure that user friendly. Okay, we will discuss what is the user friendly, and we will discuss what is the examples of user friendly, and all the things we can discuss. Okay, important one. First, basics in the testing. There are two types of testing. One is structural testing, another is what? Functional testing. What are there? There are two types: functional and structural. who will do the functional testing and who will do the structural testing. Who will do the structural testing and who will do the functional testing. Structural testing is also called as a white box testing. Functional testing. Functional testing is also called as black box testing. Okay. Now let's see who will do white box testing and who will do the black box testing. Very easy, guys. There are two types of testing. Basically, generally, there are two types of testing. There are three types. Gray box will also will be there. Don't worry. Don't panic. We will explain you that one. First, there are two types of testing. One is what? Structural testing. Another is what? Functional testing. Structural testing is also, we can call it as a white box testing, and functional testing we can call it as a black box testing. Okay. And coming to the white box testing, who will do this testing? Let's see who will do this testing. The testing is based on knowledge of internal logic of application code. If you know the logic, if you know the code, then you can do white box testing. Now tell me, who knows the logic? Who knows the coding? Tester or a developer? Who knows, guys? See.
Developer.
Developer.
Again, okay, that's good. Developer. See, the testing is based on knowledge of internal logic of application code. Who knows the logic, who knows the code, they can do white box testing. We know, right? Maximum developer will be implemented the logic and he will do the he will implemented the logic and all the things. So we can simply can say that white box testing is done by the developer. See, developer can see the code. That's the reason we can call it as what? It's a white box. Developer can edit the code, modify the code, and add the code. Anything he can do. So that's the reason we can call it as it's a white box. Simply remember, don't read much more. Simply 2 lines. Who knows the internal logic of the application of code, and also known as glass box testing. This we can call it as what? Many names: glass box, open box, transparent box, clear box. See, in interview they will ask you, if you are going with pressure level, what is transparent box? You will get confused. What is transparent box? Transparent box is nothing but it's a white box. Clear box means I'm able to see the code. And open box, clear box, transparent box, all we can call it as for the white box testing. Okay, but remember, who will do the white box testing means internal software and code working should known for this type of testing. If you know the code, if you know the logic, you can also test the white box testing. The test based on the coverage of, see, code statements, branches, path, and condition. The test is always based on, they will take as a code statements, branch, master branch. I need to push the code to that branch. Okay, don't worry, we never involved in this area. Path and condition, shift conditions, and all the things. Path, we need to give the path. So this will be done by whom? Developer. This we can call it as what? This is very, very important. Unit testing. Unit testing is always done by developer. Unit means what? What are the code I'm writing as a developer? I need to test. Now tell me, guys, the testing team is already there, right? Then why the developer need to do the testing here? Any idea? Do you understand my question? Testing team is already there. Then why we are telling that white box testing? Is it required?
Yeah, as a developer, while he's writing the code, he have to check in his level.
Yes,
That's why.
absolutely. Good.
Based on the client requirement, the particular project is running or not, we need to check. Tester need to check.
Testing partner is different. Now I'm asking what why the developer need to do the testing. So he need to check his level. Like what say, I'm writing some code, right? I need to check whether my code is working properly or not before I need to send to QA team. Even though if I have an experience, overconfidence, I'm not testing myself and I'm giving to the code, I'm giving to the code to the testing. Testing is always rejected, 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 because I'm not checking from my end. I'm simply throwing that the once I'm doing the code, I'm simply throwing to the QA. When I'm throwing to the QA, the QA is rejecting that one. So developer is a mandatory, what is called mandatory, compulsory. They need to test at least one time once they've done the code. At least one time they need to check from their end whether my code is working properly or not. Because overconfidence, syntax errors might become like I written some by mistake or overview. I can not write in the proper way. Even the human will do the mistakes, right? So unit testing is mandatory for the developers. Please remember, this is very, 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 very important. But it is done by whom? Developers. Component testing, we can call it as this is also we can call it as it's a component testing. Unit testing and component testing belonging to what? White box testing. So developer is always do the unit level testing. It is nothing but a white box testing. Is it clear, everybody? Clear, guys? Any questions so far? There are.
No, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Now, very interesting, guys. White box testing is also known as, see, many names. Okay, in interview they will ask you what is clear box, what is open box, what is the transparent box, what is the glass box. All are belongings to the white box. Internal structure and design and the implementation of this item beginning to test known for the tester. So if you are doing the white box testing, you need to know internal structure, design, and implementation. Then only you can test the application. So this is very, very important. So internal structure and design and implementation will know the developer only. Let's see. See, developer is also follow some techniques how I need to test that application, like component and all the things. Control flow testing, data flow testing, branch testing, path testing, statement coverage, and decision coverage. Okay. So don't worry, you're never involved in this area. The developer will take care of all the things. How the control flow, what is the data flow, branches and path and statement coverage and decision coverage. So remember only one thing. Structural testing means is nothing but a white box testing. The white box testing is done by the developer because they know the internal logic of application code, and they know they need to test at least one time before they need to send to the QA. So in interview, no need to by heart all the definitions. Simply only one line you need to remember. Not remember, you know, right? Why they need to do the testing? Because they need to check whether the application is working correctly or not before they send to the QA team. Okay. Now it's very, very important, guys. Black box. Who will do this one? Anyone? Anyone tell me who will do this black box testing? Any idea? Who will do this
Tester.
black box? Yes, we are. We will do the test. See, we are least bother about coding. I don't know coding. If we don't know the coding, and we don't know in what code will be written. See, if they give the Facebook, I'm ready to test. If they give the Amazon site, I'm ready to test. If they give any application, I'm ready to test. Why? Why? Because I'm not related to the code. I'm not seeing any code. Then how I will test? In what basis I will test? See, the internal system design is not considered in this type of testing. See what code you can write. If you write Python, if you write Java, ASP.NET, PHP, Ruby, what are the C Sharp, what are you write? But we never see the code. Testers will never see the code. Then how I need to test? In what basis I will test? Testers is always based on, the test is always based on what? Requirements and functionality. If I know these two things, I can test any kind of application. That is what I'm telling. Understanding the requirement. Whenever any task is assigned on your name, you need to check whether it is working as per the given requirement or not. If you're not understanding the requirement, if you're not understanding the functionality, you cannot be test the application. So test is always based on the requirements and functionality. So that is what they will provide the requirement documents. If you are not able to understand the requirements, you need to ask your lead or your colleague, what can you explain this one? If you are not asking and you are continuously testing and you are skipping on the requirements, you will not get the things. 1 second, guys. So that is very, very important. So is it clear, right? So internal system design is not considered. So that's the reason I can test any kind of application, but you required what? You require the requirements and functionality. Domain knowledge is required. So we never see the code, guys. So not required for coding for us. That's the reason we never check the code. They will never provide any coding for us if you're going for a testing level. Okay, so please remember how we will test. We are giving the inputs and we are getting the output. Okay, see, I'm giving user ID and valid user ID and valid password. I don't know what is happening in the back end, what process is going on also I don't know, but I will check the output. That output I need to check. Output I need to check whether it is working as per the given requirements or not. See, I will show you how the requirements is given. It's very easy, guys. Very, very easy. They will provide you requirement documents. So based on the requirement documents, we need to check. See, FRS. There is a document, FRS. FRS is nothing but what? Functional requirement specification. 1 second. Battery.